This is Chris Kell with just a quick overview of our Peak Fitness Beginner Off Day program. So with all of our new clients, what we do is send them this simple beginner off day program, right? That's contained in a zip file. It's going to be emailed to them in a zip file. Simply open it up. We have 3 documents here that we'll take you through. First and foremost, we have their off day client routine. Okay, and this is going to be contained in a PDF file. All right, so our client routine is fairly simple. All right, we have on page 1, we just have a basic training schedule. All right, generally we're going to have 3-day clients, all right, and we're going to ask that they're going to be at Peak Fitness 3 days a week. Okay, so that means that they don't have to perform strength training on their own. Okay, this is only for clients that are not necessarily there. This is a 3-day client schedule here. All right, so on the days that they work out with us, they're good. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, okay, they're performing our standard mobility routine, which they can click on here to just kind of bring up, a video of how to do that, in our interval training routine. Okay, and it's the same deal. Just click here, it'll bring up a video. Okay, and that just repeats 3 times. So basically, they're doing strength training 3 days a week, and they're doing conditioning and mobility 3 times a week. All right, your job is just to review these videos with them, make sure they know what they're doing. All right, this is the schedule for our 3-day client. All right, now for our 2-day client, it's a little bit different. They're going to be performing, generally these clients are going to be working out on Tuesday and Thursday. This is not always the case, but generally we found that, because Monday, Wednesday, Friday falls during the week, that's going to usually be what happens, okay? And the only change that we make is on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we're asking them to perform mobility and interval, whereas on Tuesday and Thursday, they're working out with us, okay? What we also ask them to do is that on their 3rd day, on Saturday, we give them a simple home strength training routine to do on their own, okay? So that way, they're still getting the same experience, they're just not there with us at quite as much. Now, the mobility routine is fairly simple. It consists of 8 moves performed back-to-back as a circuit. Okay, and again, based upon maybe some particular issues that a client has in a certain area of their body, we might assign one of these exercises for a few more reps or a few, an extra set or whatnot. But the goal with all of our clients in terms of corrective exercise is just teaching them this circuit, okay? Having them do this at home on a daily basis even is going to help them to move a lot better. This is something that we want to reinforce. We teach them as a warm-up, and then we just ask them to perform it at home to work on some aches and pains that they might be having. We've also included a basic version of our foam rolling routine, and again, this is something that we teach the client day 1, and we just reinforce it in the gym. So these are the things that we ask them to do over and over as a warm-up routine so they know it instinctually when they go home. Now for our strength training routine, we have 4 moves here. Okay, we have a push-up, a hip lift, an inverted row, and a split squat, performed back-to-back as a circuit for 3 sets of 6. Okay, the client can click on each video here to kind of bring up just a video of what to do. And what we've done is created levels for progression. Okay, so level 1, for example, for the push-up is the client is doing the push-up on the wall, and that's probably going to be pretty easy. So we move to the next step, which is lowering onto a table. Okay, and as you can see, we progress all the way to the end there where we're doing push-ups on the floor. But chances are this is going to take the client multiple months to get through. This is what we want to give our clients when they're on the road, when they're not able to come to our workouts. This will kind of suffice as what we do in our gym. So the second portion of this would be conditioning. Okay, basic interval training, 30 seconds of work followed by 30 seconds of rest for 6 minutes, and they simply alternate. And what we like to do is say, all right, we pick an exercise that you perform as hard as quickly as possible, such as running, medicine ball slams, jumping jacks, whatever gets the heart rate up for a period of 30 seconds, followed by 30 seconds off, where you do some sort of an active mobility drill. So an example would be, burpees or jump squats for 30 seconds at maximal pace, followed by a squat to stand or an inchworm at just the recovery pace. And again, they're just moving back and forth between these 2 things for 6 minutes. In week 2, we move to 8 minutes. In week 3, we move to 10 minutes. And then we go 60 on, 30 off. So as you can see, it's just the basic 8-week interval routine, that we ask them to perform with their strength training on those days. This is also the circuit that the interval training routine that we would have them perform with mobility up here in their schedule. So, that's they can do either or. And we've also included a basic workout recording chart. So with each date, the client can record, their progress on each set, and they could try to make it harder with each one. And again, the goal with this is just to explain to them that we want to make each exercise harder, every time that we do it. So on day one, on day one, if we see that they're doing push-ups on a chair for 3 sets across, then on day 2, maybe we move to a lower surface or we add reps. But the key is that we're progressively trying to add resistance of some sort. So that's the off-day routine for our clients. Now, the other thing that we want to pay attention to is the schedule-free diet. All right, the schedule-friendly diet. And the schedule-friendly diet is simply a set of simple rules. All right, we ask that they minimize alcohol use during the week. They pick one cheat day per week, and they follow this basic template on non-cheat days. So for breakfast, they're having 1 protein and 1 fruit. For mid-morning snack, they're having 1 quick snack, 1 fruit or vegetable. For lunch, it's the same as breakfast, essentially. And for dinner, it's the same thing. Okay, and then we also have a cheat day meal schedule. But this is easy because what we've done is we've categorized proteins, vegetables, fruit, cheats, and then quick snacks into just easy to follow choices. So for protein, for men, we're looking 6 to 8 ounces. For women, we're looking 4 to 6 ounces. Now, they could choose anything out of this. They could be having lean chicken one day. They could be having bacon the next. It doesn't really matter. The key is that they're just picking something from each list and they're plugging it in. Okay, in the beginning, this is going to provide the structure that they need without too much thought to start to really lose weight and to improve their diet. Okay, this is simply clean eating, and this is something that is really going to make a big difference. Okay, so we put the clients on this. We just check how they're doing each week. What I often do is ask to see their shopping list and then ask them to keep a basic nutrition log. So that's the second thing that we send them. The last thing that we're looking at here is our recommended equipment list. Okay, and this is just going to, get the client the stuff that they need at home to be successful. All right, so we have a basic exercise bands, we have a foam roller, we have a mini bands, okay, we have a lacrosse ball, and pull-up straps. All right, and these are things that, again, the more the client's working out at home, the less they're at peak, the more they're going to need this stuff. But certainly the most important things are going to be the mobility tools. So the the lacrosse ball, the foam roller are essential. And if we have to, we can put it in order for them. But the key is that we want to try to get them this stuff as quickly as possible so they can start executing the routine. But that's just a quick walkthrough of sort of the program that we ask our clients to execute in the beginning. And this routine can last many, many months for most beginner clients. But that's what we're going to send our clients. Go over it with them in the very beginning, make sure that they know what they're doing, and then check on them on a weekly basis.